Today, we're diving into the incredible story of one man, Satya Mohan Joshi. We're going to unpack his journey from a dedicated scholar to a figure so deeply respected, he was actually called a living deity. So that brings us to the big question, right? How on earth does a person become known as a living god? I mean, it sounds like something straight out of ancient mythology, not our modern world. But for Satya Mohan Joshi, it was an honor he earned through a lifetime of work. So let's get into it.
To really get the man, we first have to understand the world he lived in and, of course, the incredible titles he was given.
So our story starts with Satya Mohan Joshi, born back in 1920 in Lalitpur, Nepal. And right from the beginning, he was known for being this incredibly diligent guy with a real deep passion for learning. Okay, to understand his legacy, you have to start with this title, Sanskrit Vid. Now, this isn't just a job description. It is a profound honor. It means he was seen as a cultural luminary, basically an expert who embodies the very soul of a nation's heritage. This one idea right here is the key to everything else. So, the first pillar of his incredible work was built on language. You see, before he became this huge cultural icon, he was a master of the written word. Joshi went deep, immersing himself in Sanskrit and Nepali, and he wrote a lot. Essays, articles, research, you name it. But here's the genius part. His style wasn't complex or flowery. It was celebrated for being simple, effective, and always rooted in fact. By making knowledge easy to access, he basically single-handedly helped raise the bar for Nepali writing. But his work didn't just stay on the page, not at all. He became an active, tireless guardian of Nepal's living, breathing culture. And his mission was huge. I mean, he championed the super rich artistic traditions of the Newar people. He took folk music from small villages and broadcast it to the whole country on Radio Nepal. And he literally got his hands dirty, leading archaeological digs to uncover and protect the physical history of Nepal. So here's a crucial point. An individual person can do a lot, sure. But Joshi knew that to truly protect a culture, you have to build institutions that are going to outlast you. And this is where he made history. He became the very first chancellor of the Nepal Academy. That's the nation's top institution for promoting arts, literature, and culture. The first one. And being chancellor wasn't just some ceremonial gig for him. He actually created the systems, the structures, to make sure that the work of preserving language, literature, and archaeology would keep going long after he was gone. He was building a legacy for generations of people he would never even meet. Okay, so how does this all add up? How do these different threads, the writer, the guardian, the institution builder, all weave together to create a living god? Well, it really just comes down to this simple fact. His entire life was dedicated to lifting up Nepali language, literature, and culture. There wasn't a single part of his life that wasn't connected to that one powerful mission. And that's the answer. The titles Sanskrit and Living God weren't given for just one single act. They were the natural result, the recognition of a lifetime of complete and total devotion. He didn't just study culture, he was the culture. He became a living vessel of Nepal's heritage. And that leaves us with one final thought. Satya Mohan Joshi dedicated his entire life to being a guardian of his culture. So it kind of makes you ask yourself, right? What parts of our own cultures are worth preserving? And if we don't do it, who will?